What if the secret to faster compost, bigger harvests, and richer soil had nothing to do with machines, tumblers, or expensive composting tools at all? What if the solution to better soil was something already sitting in your home right now, folded flat and waiting to be thrown away? In this video, where we explore the surprising power of cardboard composting and how it transforms ordinary garden beds, imagine turning a pile of old shipping boxes into a living system that breaks down kitchen scraps faster than many modern composters. This simple, low-tech method works continuously without electricity, without turning piles, without producing unpleasant smells, and without requiring anything more than water and the food scraps you already generate. Around the world, gardeners are discovering that layered, soaked cardboard creates an underground environment so rich and biologically active that plants grow earlier, stronger, and more abundantly. For decades, people have been told that compost requires sophisticated equipment, precise temperature management, and regular turning. But cardboard composting, also known as the lasagna method, is proving that nature performs at its best when given simple materials that support moisture, airflow, and microbial life. These cardboard layers hold water like a sponge, create natural worm habitat, and build soil structure that roots can easily explore. In this video, we will dive deep into why cardboard produces such rapid decomposition, how gardeners are using it to outperform expensive compost systems, and how you can build your own cardboard compost setup at home. Once you understand the science behind it, you may never look at a shipping box or composting the same way again. No1 Why cardboard works like magic. Cardboard may look simple, dull, and disposable, but beneath the surface it has a structure that soil organisms absolutely love. When you soak cardboard and lay it down in layers, the fibers soften into a sponge-like material that holds moisture, creates airflow pockets, and becomes an ideal home for microbes and worms. These tiny organisms immediately begin feeding, tunneling, and breaking it down, releasing nutrients directly into the soil. Unlike traditional compost piles that require turning and balancing greens and browns, cardboard naturally balances decomposition by breaking down slowly and steadily. This gives the soil a consistent source of carbon without overheating or drying out. Gardeners who use this method quickly notice that the soil underneath becomes dark, loose, and full of life within weeks. What makes this so shocking is how little work it requires. Just soak, layer, and let nature take over. It is composting, or without the burden. No2 Gathering and preparing materials. The beauty of cardboard composting is that you need almost nothing to get started. Your main ingredient is plain brown cardboard, the kind used for shipping, boxes, or packaging. Remove any tape, stickers, or glossy prints, since worms dislike them and they slow decomposition. Once the cardboard is clean, cut it into pieces that fit your garden bed or container space. The next essential ingredient is moisture, because dry cardboard does not break down well and organisms cannot move through it. Soaking the cardboard thoroughly softens the fibers and activates decomposition from the very beginning. You can dunk pieces in a bucket, spray them with a hose, or let them sit in a shallow tub until fully saturated. Along with this, collect your kitchen scraps such as vegetable peels, fruit leftovers, coffee grounds, and crushed eggshells. These scraps supply nitrogen and help fuel the microbial action inside the layers you are about to build. No3 Building the cardboard layers. Once your materials are ready, creating the cardboard compost system is almost effortless. Start by laying a soaked sheet of cardboard directly on the soil surface. This creates a barrier that prevents weeds from growing while encouraging worms to rise to the surface. Add a layer of kitchen scraps on top of the cardboard, spreading them evenly but not too thickly. Then place another soaked cardboard sheet over the scraps, pressing it gently to ensure contact. Continue alternating layers of scraps and cardboard until you reach the height you want. The moisture in the cardboard helps break down the food waste quickly, while the cardboard structure allows air to flow through the pile naturally. Unlike traditional compost piles, you do not need to mix or turn anything. The layers slowly collapse as they decompose. feeding the soil beneath and creating a rich, living environment that supports strong plant growth. In O4, what happens underground? After the layers are built, the real transformation begins beneath the surface. Moist cardboard becomes irresistible to soil organisms, especially worms, who begin chewing through the soft and fibrous and dragging pieces downward into their tunnels. This movement aerates the soil naturally, preventing compaction while spreading nutrients evenly. Microbes multiply rapidly in the moist, carbon-rich environment, breaking down food scraps and turning them into humus. Because everything happens underground, the process is slow, steady, and odor-free. The cardboard traps water while allowing airflow, creating the perfect balance that compost piles struggle to achieve. Over time, the distinct layers disappear as everything merges into a single rich layer of dark, crumbly soil. This underground ecosystem becomes self-sustaining, needing little intervention and very little maintenance. Many gardeners are amazed at how quickly their soil transforms, becoming lighter, softer, and full of earthworms within just a few weeks. No plant growth and soil improvement. Once the cardboard layers begin breaking down, the improvement in plant growth becomes obvious. Soil that was previously compacted becomes loose and full of structure, allowing roots to travel deeper and access more nutrients. Plants growing near cardboard compost systems often display stronger stems, faster leaf development, and earlier flowering. The moisture retention is one of the biggest advantages, especially in hot climates. The cardboard acts like a constant water reservoir, preventing soil from drying out too quickly and reducing the need for frequent watering. The nutrients released during decomposition feed plants gradually, avoiding nutrient burn or imbalances. Many gardeners report that tomatoes fruit sooner, greens grow fuller, and root crops develop better shape and size. The soil becomes darker and richer with every passing month, turning even poor ground into productive, fertile earth. This simple method creates powerful results without complicated tools or precise monitoring. In 06 common mistakes and how to avoid them, even though cardboard composting is simple. A few mistakes can slow the process or reduce results. One common issue is using cardboard with heavy printing, glossy coatings, or thick tape still attached, which blocks decomposition and may introduce unwanted chemicals. Another mistake is not soaking the cardboard enough. Dry layers take much longer to break down and may repel water rather than absorbing it. Adding too many kitchen scraps at once can also cause issues, creating thick nitrogen layers that rot slowly or attract pests. Instead, apply thin, even layers. Another problem is stacking the layers too tightly, which restricts airflow and slows microbial activity. Make sure the cardboard is wet but still slightly textured so that tiny air pockets remain. Finally, avoid letting the pile dry out completely. Moisture is essential for worms and microbes to stay active. A gentle watering every few days keeps everything working smoothly. Know 7 or and when to use this method. One of the greatest advantages of cardboard composting is how flexible it is. You can use it in raised beds, traditional in-ground gardens, containers, or even on hard ground where nothing currently grows. Because the layers block weeds and improve soil structure, this method is excellent for starting new garden beds from scratch. It works in warm and cool seasons, though decomposition happens faster in spring and summer. If you have limited space, the method fits perfectly in small balconies or patios, using large pots or grow bags. It also works brilliantly as a base layer under mulch, helping retain moisture throughout the growing season. Many community gardens rely on this method because it is simple, cost-free, and requires almost no maintenance. Wherever you use it, cardboard composting gradually transforms the soil into a fertile ecosystem that continues to improve year after year. In 08 long-term benefits and final results. As the months pass, the long-term benefits of cardboard composting become more impressive. The soil becomes darker, richer, and easier to work with. Earthworms multiply naturally and help continue the cycle of decomposition, creating channels that improve drainage and aeration. Plants become healthier season after season because the soil retains moisture and nutrients more effectively. This method also reduces garden waste and household waste, turning something normally thrown away into valuable fertility. Over time, the cardboard disappears completely, replaced by soft humus that feeds plants continuously. You don't need to turn piles, buy machines, or monitor temperatures. Nature handles everything quietly below the surface. The simplicity of the method is why it's spreading so quickly among gardeners. Once you see how powerfully cardboard improves soil, you may find yourself saving every shipping box you receive, because each one is another step toward healthier plants and a more productive garden.